Welcome one and all. We have perfect blue skies and quite a contest ahead of us. This really is a feel-good football match. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We stand for the national anthem of France. A truly great anthem. Now, can they do better? Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I think it's hard to ignore this guy, Mike Maignan, Peter.
Bob! Goal! Norway! And the game springs instantly to life.
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
France are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Odegaard. Great vision. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? Haaland looking sharp there.
Well, in the end, nothing might have come of it, but nothing wrong with the running involved. Something the defence need to wake up to, I think.
Doué. That's Rabiot. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's got plenty of space out wide here. Bob crosses it in. Maignan claims it without any fuss. Good ball, good take. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0. He's having a shot! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
No, didn't quite have the weight on it. And he's there to belt it away. Oh, he's trying to skip past. There's the shot! And that is wildly off target.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
Ryerson making good progress on the right-hand side. Now it's Haaland. Big chance! And that's a good finish. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Koundé. Dembele. Over to the right flank. Pass is just off target. And it's Ødegaard. And it's made its way to him. Rabiot. He shifted it to the flank. Nicely weighted ball. Berger. And the counter is on. Koundé. And Hernandez. Dembele.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, that was vital. Hernandez. Norway heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. He's played it long. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Ødegaard. Now it's Bob. And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it, he will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
A case now of complete control. Chouameni, nicely spread. Threads one in. Dembele. Upamecano. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Haaland. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Rabiot. All played for Dembele. And he's forced to go back. Now it's Olise. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Norway are relentlessly steamrollering their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply.
Everyone, please welcome our players to the field.
Down to business again. And it's Doué. Berger. Nicely aimed pass. That's an imaginative pass. Haaland. Chance, surely! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Well, you can only praise the keeper for standing up to his opponent like that.
Upamecano. And it's Rabiot. Dembele. Knocks it into space. And he is dashing away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Always goal side. And he shoots! Oh, that's a waste. He's had a shot! And no mistake. An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
After 56 minutes is number 10, Mbappe.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Looking for the run. Oh, lovely! Haaland! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Haaland clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Was 50,913.
Haaland being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Hernandez. Now Saliba. And it's Rabiot. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Ryerson, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Dembele. And he's had it nicked away. And he was quick to react. Oh, nicely intercepted. Saliba. Hernandez. Barcola. France couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. He's shifting through the gears here. That is a brilliant interception. Koundé. Ball played for Dembele. Koundé. He is through here. Now that's well seen too. Olise. Taken back almost at once. And it's Rabiot. Now it's Mbappe. Hernandez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now he's running away. He'll try from distance. And no, he had to, and yet he could not.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
France have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Saliba. Hernandez. Now Barcola. Oh, that's fabulous. Pinches it off him. Ryerson. Can he get it through? Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Tchouaméni gets on his bike and on the move. Oh, just skips past his man. Mbappe, plenty to aim. Great chance! And he hits the net. Drama at the death. Is there time for one more twist? And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
France give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
And we're done. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. Bob claiming the Man of the Match award, and there... So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Begley.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We stand for the national anthem of France. Now that was impressive. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
Well, we're on the way. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, Aurélien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real
Bob! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Bob is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Upamecano, and it's Koundé. Olise, looking for options for movement. Pings in across, gets his head on it! Goal! France! And France are in front. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
Norway are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. He's in plenty of space here. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And he thumps it clear. France have the chance to go the other way. Rabiot. Bob. Chance! Dembele. Rabiot. Now Mbappe. Quarter of an hour played. Now that's well seen too. Mbappe. Stood up well to him there. Haaland. Oh, that... Odegaard! And it's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
That's a throw. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Good running, strong and purposeful.
That was lovely, that.
Bit too much weight on the pass. That's put paid to the danger. Now it's Bob. Good take, and is he in? Shot a goal! Goal, Norway! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Norway with the lead.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Koundé. Can he get it through? And he welcomes it in. And he's heaved it away. Rabiot. Norway looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Now it's Olise. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's onside, and he shoots! Oh, it's fallen kindly here, and no mistake. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Shoots! Goal, Norway! And they've got their lead back. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Norway leading now. Hernandez. Oh, that pass isn't the best. A probing pass. Hernandez kept his eye on it, and he's there. And that's been won straight back.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Looking for the run. Always onto this. Great ball, and he's in here. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Berger. And it's Ødegaard. Oh, that's well spotted. And the referee says that is that for the first half. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Everyone, please welcome the two
So
sides.
everyone needs a breather here. 5 goals we've seen already. It is good, very good. It's 3-2. And here is the first touch of the second half. Berger. Haaland. Can he get on the end of this? And the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Hernandez. That's a throw. Rabiot. And it's Doué. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Ryerson. And the counter is on. Haaland in acres of space out wide. Driving. Real chance! Haaland! That is brilliant! A finish right from the top draw. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring.
58 minutes is number 9.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Norway go up by 2 and are looking good.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
577.
Rabiot. Space for him to turn and look. Thinks one through. Dembele is flagged offside. France choosing to make the first change.
Substitutions taking place.
Berger. Now that looks a decent ball. That's been slipped through. And he's certainly onside here. Goes for a shot! And it's come back out to him. Yes! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
So now the difference is 3.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And it's Hernandez.
That's good play from him.
Hernandez has crossed into the middle. Keeper has taken decisive action. And that's going up front in a hurry. Haaland being hunted in packs.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend, and finally they've decided to single him out. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
And it's been played through. Now it's Mbappe. He's got away. Chance for a shot! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Dembele plays it short. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Bob. Koundé. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Rabiot.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, he'd used up all his chances, hadn't he, Peter? I mean, he was never going to get away with that one. Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
And here's Dembele. And the shot! Oh, extraordinary.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot.
Oh no, what has happened here? Berger gets on his bike and on the move. Looking for a runner. Upamecano. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Cherki. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Great vision. And he's managed to get free. Koundé defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, it's come loose. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Aimed beyond the defence. Knocks it into space. Decent chance! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper. Dembele with the short one. And it's played in. And time is up. Norway have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Haaland, hat-trick scorer, massive game from him today. So, Jim, how do you reflect on... So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We stand for the national anthem of France. A truly great anthem. Now, can they do better? Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
So it's down to business here.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Mbappe! It's off target and by quite a way.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that, if only he managed to retain his composure.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Passing is crisp and sharp. Ødegaard, that is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is very much the player in all of football in some...
Shoots! It's in!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Mbappe. Chance for a shot! And no mistake. They are purring, truly purring. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
France are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Mbappe! Oh, this is a great position. So much time and space here. Berger. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Decent chance! Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that...
Bakula! A whisker away from making it 4.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Dembele. And it's Ødegaard. Dembele. Olise. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Dembele. Big chance! And it's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Mbappe! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And we have our very first corner. And he's there to clear it. And the finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Solot. Norway ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Pass is just off target. Ødegaard. Berger.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Dembele. Nicely weighted ball, nicely spread. Olise.
3 minutes added time.
Lovely feet. Olise! Berger. Berger gets across to intercept that. So a temporary halt to the action. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
France really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
France are dishing out a mauling here then. It's only half-time, but the game looks sewn up already. So straight into the second half. And that's gone loose. And here's Mbappe. There's the shot! And a neat finish! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
After 49 minutes is...
France are having a ball here. Ødegaard chasing after it. Hernandez. Oh, it's Dembele. Chips it through. Ryerson. And it's Ødegaard. Looking to play him in. That's a shade optimistic. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Well, they could break here. Barcola providing an outlet on that flank. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Now it's Ødegaard. Threads one in. Can he finish? And he's hit it too high.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. That's a cute ball. And he was quick to react. Mbappe needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
This looks promising. Oh, that's neat. Great challenge, time to perfection. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Pinches it off him. Now it's Olise. Oh, no joy this time. Ødegaard. Half an hour gone in the second half. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Chouameni for Conte. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Dembele. He's onside. Can he get away here? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Kante. Berger. Ødegaard. Tries to pass it through. It's played through for him. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, that's clever. They're urging him to shoot. He's having a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
Substitution for Norway, number 10.
Norway can make their change now with a break in play.
Number 5, coming on the field, number 22. Number 23.
He's a sharp little ball here.
2 added minutes has been
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Now it's Olise. And that is that. France can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Olise claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Your final thoughts, Jim? So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We stand for the national anthem of France. Well, if that doesn't get the juices flowing, then nothing will. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
Well, we're on the way. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
It's very hard to miss this guy, Haaland, when there's all 6'4" of him. A player with great football pedigree in his family, remembering his father played in the English top flight. The most talked about man in football. He's really one of a kind and marauds his way around the pitch.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Always goal side. Saliba. And it's Gusto. Olise. And Gusto. Berger. And here's Olise. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. And the finish! Goal! France! And France are in front. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
France are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Can he get onto this? He's found a way through. There's a no-nonsense tackle. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Olise. A header! No, not the best of headers. Well read, nice interception. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. He's had it taken off him. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Olise looking to add to his goal. Mbappe is having a shot! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Great chance! Berger. Solot. That's been cut out, well played. Chouameni. And here's Mbappe. Steaming on goalwards. Chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they're threatening to fly away here. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Number 10.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. France find a position of real strength now. Played out towards the right wing. Conte. Now Barcola.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Odegaard. And the shot! Goal! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Norway may be down, but not out just yet. Oh, good-looking ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And that signals the end of the first period.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score.
And please welcome our lads to the field. Substitution in progress.
So let's get the ball rolling. Can he get away here? Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Little doubt, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Doué. Can he get it through? Neatly clipped into space. France come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Out towards the flank. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Mbappe. Big chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Haaland is flagged offside. Saliba. Mbappe being hunted in packs.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Not much subtlety about that challenge. France do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Chance, surely! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
France really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
They've played it short. Norway are looking to go forward now. Now it's Solot. Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Doué. Mbappe! Norway needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Oh, this is a great position. Oh, that's a key interception. Mbappe. Ambitious ball here. That ball looks a good one. Chouameni. And here's Doué. Oh, nice touch. Succumbs to the pressure. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick.
Substitution for Norway. Number 10, Ødegaard. Number 20, coming on the field. Number 22, number 23.
Oh, looks a smashing ball. There's the header! Harmlessly behind.
Substitution for Norway. Number 5.
Norway making further changes here and in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Crossed into the middle. think that's offside. Yes, it is. Konate. Time added on 4 minutes. That has been cut short.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Nicely weighted ball. Real chance! Oh, good finish. Deep into injury time. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
And there goes the final whistle. France pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim? Welcome one and all. We have perfect blue skies and quite a contest ahead of us. This really is a feel-good football match. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We stand for the national anthem of France. That was special. Now stand by for this. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
We are just getting started. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is developing a massive reputation. The raw power, the speed, the ability to find the net in all sorts of ways. Sometimes you just wonder how you're going to stop him, and I think as a defender you'd be...
Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? So a big chance now from 12 yards.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
This for the lead. just one winner. Not a twitch, not a blink.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
The goal scorer for France after 7 minutes is number 10, Mbappe.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Berger. He's on it, can he get away? Upamecano kept his eye on it, and he's there. Spread to the right. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he shoots! And a neat finish! They are purring, truly purring. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Number 7, Dembele.
France are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Conte, played into space. It's a goal kick. France have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Olise! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Tries to play it through. Chouameni. Now Barcola. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Nicely worked. A header! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Gently done. Oh, nicely intercepted. Chouameni, nicely shaped ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. Haaland. He shifted it to the flank. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And he's in on goal. And he's definitely onside. It's a good run, that. Great timing.
Well, sometimes you can see it coming a mile off, yet because of the timing of both the run and the pass, it can be hard to stop. Always next time.
And here's Surlot.
Pretty robust defending.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Now, can he find a finish? He's having a shot!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
And it's made its way to him. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Conte. And it's Dembele. Nicely weighted ball. So no flag here. Pinches it off him. Gusto. Lovely feet. Kante, who's set up 1 goal so far. Has a look and place it forward. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Dembele. Now there's a fine. Olise! It's hit the upright.
2 added minutes.
That was very necessary. Hernandez with the delivery. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. And that is the end of the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
France firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline.
Please be reminded that drinking is only allowed in the areas shown on this map. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
And please welcome our lads to the field. Substitution.
So right back into the action. And here's Sorlot. France do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Kone!
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
No, again, there's no way through. He can run onto that. Oh, that's fabulous. Can he finish? That is decidedly lacking.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Chouameni. Olise. He's a sharp little ball here. He might be in, shoots! Off the post! And he's there to get it away. And he's being shifted off it. And here's Olise. Look at the space here. Dembele! Chance again? No.
France really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
France with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Cleared away. Norway have the chance to go the other way.
The attendance for this match was
easy pickings there.
52,120.
France perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. He's found a way through. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And he's managed to gift it back. Kone's cross. He leaps for it. Oh, and another try! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt. Haaland. He's shifting through the gears here. Shot could be on. Chance for a shot! It's in! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
The goal scored for Norway after 69 minutes is number 10, Martin Ødegaard.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Haaland.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Searching. Oh, great chance! Takes a shot! And that really should have been that.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Number 7.
Norway can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Ødegaard. Number 5. Coming on the field, number 11, number 22,
Now it's Olise. And this is Dembele. He is through here. Tries a shot! And it's in. 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
France go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Now it's Olise. Berger going after that. And he welcomes it in. Oh, good take in a good area. And a chance! Another one of football's and how moments.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, that was vital. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's got away. Oh, such a clever touch. And it's Kone. Now it's Doué. Great chance! But he's left disappointed. It's their second corner of the game. Cleared without hesitation. So, third corner of the game. And it's been taken short.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
5 minutes to add. Looking for options for movement. And he plays one through. Decent chance! Oh, he's hit the bar! Chouameni. Berger. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Kone. And that will be the final act. France can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally, all round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride. Dembele claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it.
So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We stand for the national anthem of France. Now that was impressive. It is a true heavyweight clash.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
So straight into the action. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I think it's going to be hard, Peter, not to pick out the very talented Michael Elise here. We love his creativity and his ability to...
He's rising! It's fallen kindly here! They want to be quick to recover this.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
Bob? So much decent chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Bob deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Mbappe! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And now they can spring out of defence. Nicely. And a chance! He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Bob. Koundé. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
That's a sharp pass. Now it's Haaland. Haaland. Lovely feet. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. So no flag here. Can he finish? Goal! Norway! And it's Norway who take the lead. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Norway have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. Hernandez. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Chouameni. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. That has been cut short. Now he's got space here. Upamecano cuts out the pass. And here's Mbappe. Berger defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Hernandez. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that pass isn't the best. Can he get it through? Rabiot. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now. Dembele. Bob was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Shapes to shoot! And it's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Pete.
That's the end of the first 45.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Norway looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. And here is the first touch of the second half. Upamecano. Now Saliba. Rabiot. And it's Hernandez. Ødegaard. Now, can they get him away? Now, that's well seen too. Hernandez. Now it's Haaland. Hernandez. Now Saliba. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Now it's Haaland. Hernandez gets over and intercepts. Takes on his marker. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Bob being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
And he's managed to get free. Now there's a... He's having a shot! And he's stuck it away! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
The goal scorer for France after 62 minutes is number 10, Mbappe.
France can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Substitutions taking place.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Mbappe. He is starved of space and time. Ødegaard. Looking to play him in. This looks promising. Takes a shot! Well taken goal. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Norway are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Now that looks a decent ball, and he's picked out the run. He's picked his way through. Oh, shooting chance! And that would have been some goal.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Oh, he's had a shot! Upamecano, it's a really well-measured ball. France have the chance to go the other way. That's an excellent interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
France clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Norway couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Nice looking ball. Now this could be a chance. France are making a change now.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Oh, that's neat. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, that's fabulous. Is there any support? And the shot!
Okay, it didn't come off, but it was clever. A nice little dummy.
Oh, great leap! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Ryerson. Norway clearly now in lead preservation mode. Ødegaard, who does have an assist to his name. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here?
Minutes has been indicated.
And here's Haaland. And he welcomes it in. Cherki. He's found a way through. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Chouameni. And he's been shifted off it. And that will be it. Norway are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Bob picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Becklin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We stand for the national anthem of France. A truly great anthem. Now, can they do better? Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
We are just getting started. Jim, which player is... And the shots! He's delivered all right!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
France are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Doué. And this is Dembele. Berger. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Now it's Bob. He is through here. Chouameni. Ball played for Dembele. Spread out to the left. He's shifting through the gears here.
Might want to be careful there.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Can he finish? Saliba. So just a one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Koundé. Mbappe. Now it's Bob. Odegaard. And that's a great chance! And no mistake! And they're threatening to fly away here. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Norway are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Norway are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Takes on his marker, goes for a shot! Euphoria, utopia, And they are cavorting. They are purring, truly purring. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Norway find a position of real strength now.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now. Mbappe clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
He's got away. And a chance! Distributed tidily. Can he get it through? And there's green grass ahead of him. And a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Closing in on goal. Decent chance! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Ødegaard. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Chouameni, that's really well manoeuvred. Nice control. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
He won't be happy with that one. And it's Doué.
Such good technique.
Doué. Nicely weighted ball. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Norway absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Norway looking like the only team in this. They lead by 3.
And please welcome our lads to the field. Substitution for Norway, number 22.
That gets us going once more.
Coming on the field is number 7, Sirleaf.
That'll be a throw. Upamecano. Norway do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, good climb. Great football, shot and save. Upamecano. Saliba. And Upamecano. Chouameni. And it's Rabiot. He's on it. Can he get away? Haaland currently being consciously targeted.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
Berger. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Oh, shooting
The
chance!
attendance for this match was
A whisker away from making it 4.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
He's rising! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Dembele did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Norway perhaps contemplating their next change here. Shoots! That is decidedly lacking.
Norway certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Upamecano. Ball played for Dembele. Cherki. And it's Ødegaard. Upamecano kept his eye on it, and he's there. Plays a sharp little ball here, and he's managed to get free. Yep, it's a corner. Oh, good effort! He's kept it out just. Berger. Now Ødegaard. Saliba. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Akliush. And it's Chouameni. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Now it's Solot. Haaland is on. Big chance! Well taken goal. Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Number 9, Erling
And that
Haaland.
means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Norway, and a header! And he stuck it away! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
After 86 minutes.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
At least that has given their people something to smile about. Akliush.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, the ball's gone astray. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Cherki in acres of space out wide. Pass somewhat off target. Saliba. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Oh, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Haaland collecting the match ball, and it is his. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
One of our fan club members.
So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We stand for the national anthem of France. Now that was impressive. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Dembele picks it up out wide. And here's Mbappe. Rabiot. And that is out of play. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. No, that's been intercepted. He's had it taken off him. Haaland. Haaland showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Elise. Dembele. It's Dembele! Ødegaard. Good running, strong and purposeful. And it's been played through. And here's Mbappe, foot in. Norway yet to have an attempt on goal. That is a great pick out. Chance for a shot! Chouameni. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, it's hard not to focus on Ousmane Dembele, a player of unbounded potential. someone who can add real width and dynamism to any team thanks to his pace and all that ability on the ball. On a good day, he can really be unplayable coming inside.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Nicely weighted ball. Closing in. Real chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Hernandez. Great vision. Oh, that's a key interception. Hernandez is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Haaland. Can he finish? Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's in a good position. Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Has another go! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Odegaard really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Norway have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Ryerson. Dembele wins the duel this time. Rabiot. Now it's Mbappe. It's a promising position. He's picked his way through. Odegaard. And it's Dembele. Stood up well to him there. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And for the first half, that is that. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. And we are up to the break.
Norway really can be happy with the strong finish to the half and have no reason to be upset with their overall performance. I think they just need to keep going now. Stick at it, and eventually they'll get a break.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Mbappe gets flagged offside. Berger. Bob. Haaland. And the shot! And it's a goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Bob! Oh, it's a stunning goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. There was to be only one outcome.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
So that's two now without reply.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
The attendance for this
Looking
match
for the
was
run.
50,913.
Rabiot. Norway have scored two quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Rabiot played out towards the right wing. Olise has the space to scheme. And he shoots! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, such a fabulous run, and he was fully intent on rounding it off in some style. Great strength, wonderful skill, terrific balance, but he seems to have rushed the finish.
Can he get it? Big chance! And no mistake. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Chouameni. So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
And it's Ødegaard.
France really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Norway clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Bob. And here's Ødegaard. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? And the shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
Substitutions taking place.
So here comes a substitution. Chouameni, Rabiot, and Upamecano. Cherki. Now it's Mbappe. Threads one in. Cherki. He's on it. Can he get away? He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
It's just a silly one to give away at this stage of the game.
Saved! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Ryerson knocks it into space. That's a nicely shaped ball. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
This looks promising. Goes for a shot! And there's a goal! We thought they were done, but never say never. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve.
That's it, the referee says enough. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I suppose it's something. Not ideal for either side, of course, although if you look at the overall balance of things, neither did enough to win this, and I think the result is quite fair.
So before we go, welcome one and all. We have perfect blue skies and quite a contest ahead of us. This really is a feel-good football match. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We stand for the national anthem of France. That was special. Now stand by for this. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
Well, we're underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And it's Ødegaard. And here's Haaland. Hernandez gets it away.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Tchouaméni attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rabiot. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's a good ball out wide.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
First quarter of an hour gone. Well, that has not gone well. Now it's Ødegaard. So what can they make of this? Good ball, good take. Haaland's cross.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
He's having a shot! Saliba gets it clear.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
And he was quick to react. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, nicely intercepted. Looking for options for movement. Tchouaméni. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Played out towards the right wing. Now, can they get him away? There's the shot! Goal, Norway! The first significant strike. Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Norway are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Nicely aimed pass. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe stood his ground strongly. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Olise! That was travelling. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now it's Bob. Chance! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Koundé. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Closing in. Chance, surely! And that's in. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mbappe looking to receive it in space. And he's certainly onside here. Cross into the pitch, rising!
Has been indicated.
No, he didn't quite meet it right. Berger. And it's Ødegaard. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And we've reached half-time. How to look back on the first 45 minutes?
Norway clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Norway firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline. And we are back underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Oh, that's a waste.
Olise will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
France can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Bob. Dembele. Looking for the run. Olise receives it in a wide position. Ødegaard, who's set up one goal so far. Now it's Haaland. And they win it back again. And it's Dembele. Olise. Olise's cross.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rabiot. Dembele. Oh, that's goes for a shot! And it's in! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Number 10, Mbappe.
Just one in it now.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
And he's intervened well there.
The attendance for this
And it's
match
Ødegaard.
52,820.
60 minutes played. Saliba calmly anticipates. Tries to play it through. And that is a little undercooked. Well, that pass isn't the best. Chouameni. France perhaps contemplating their next change here. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. He's found a way. Dembele! And that's a good finish. They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Shapes to shoot! Goal, France! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Number 10.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. France with the lead.
To be expected, Peter, they've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And he's picked it up out wide, hangs in a cross. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Rabiot. Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. It's a threatening ball.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Now it's Haaland. Tries a deft little ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. So we have further activity on the bench here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Upamecano. Dembele does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Threads one in. He has found the way through. Mbappe! And that would have been some goal.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get it through? Might be danger here. Decent chance! It's a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Number 7.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
6 added minutes
France
has been
have
indicated.
surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Berger. Now it's Haaland. Rabiot. And it's Dembele. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And that's that. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Mbappe voted man of the match, and deservedly so.